GT Countdown. The top 10 most anticipated games of 2010.
A new year means a new helping of expectations. While lots of upcoming releases, many of which were pushed from 2009, can easily be considered anticipated, to make this list, you have to pair those cravings with a potent sense of mystery. We struggled in putting the infinite possibilities of Natal in the PS3's new motion technology as an honorary entry without any real games. Then there's the new Zelda for the Wii. If we knew for sure it was coming out this year, it would place very high, but conflicting reports from Nintendo have kept it off the list. We're tired of waiting. We want the following games now.
Number 10. Final Fantasy XIII.
It feels like it's been ages since we caught our first glimpse of Lightning back at E3 2006, but players in North America will finally enter the world of Final Fantasy XIII this year. The game already garnered high sales over in Japan, but it remains to be seen if it can duplicate that success in the West. We've already taken the Japanese release for a spin, which has helped alleviate our wait for the English version. We expect lots of turn-based combat, exotic locales, high-end visuals, outrageous fashion, and extravagant cutscenes. That's plenty.
Number 9. Red Dead Redemption.
The first Red Dead is one of those games that shows a lot of promise of what's possible, and now Red Dead Redemption is on the way to hopefully deliver it. We've seen a 60-minute demo, and a fully working ecosystem, bandits functioning completely independent of the main character, and all the fun that goes along with the Wild West like duels and wanted posters have us hankering for a hunk of free roaming cowboy justice. Who needs thugs and machine guns when you've got desperados and six-shooters?
Number 8. BioShock 2.
It takes place in the 70s, but we're not donning polyester, we're stepping out in the OG Big Daddy suit. This time, the philosophical undertones are taking a back seat to good old psychology in the form of sibling rivalry. The big sisters are just as large and far more limber, making for some serious adversaries beyond simple splicers. Rapture's ruin was prevalent in the first game, but a decade of decay demands respect, as we poke around derelict amusement parks in search of our very special little sister. We've got the bends just thinking about it.
Find her and you'll be all better.
Number 7. Castlevania, Lords of Shadow.
It's been a long time since we allowed ourselves to get excited about a Castlevania game that didn't fit in our pocket. We've been burned before, but sadly we're only curious about this one because series pioneer Iga isn't working on it. Let's face it, his 3D track record isn't good, and with Kojima at least tacking his name onto the project, we have some semblance of faith. Taking notes on 3D action from gods and demons while passing off the lore to some talented voices, this isn't your great-grandfather's Castlevania. We admit we have a weak spot for this series, so we're really hoping Lords of Shadow turns out to be great.
Number 6.
All units are mobilized and ready.
Halo Reach.
Back in October of 2001, author Eric Nyland gave Halo an official prequel before it had even achieved the peak of its popularity. He introduced elements that wouldn't get digitized in the trilogy until 2 and 3. Any UNSC elite worth his battle armor knows the name Reach, and this might just be the conflict Bungie's looking for to give a much-needed jolt to the franchise. Not to mention their online community that's thirsting for more maps to massacre. ODST was just a snack on the way to the next main course. We're starving.
We're not going anywhere.
Number 5. StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty.
It's been bubbling away in Blizzard's labs for quite some time now, but finally 2010 looks to be the year for StarCraft 2 to go supernova. And if it doesn't, well, blame this guy.
Next year, we will be shipping StarCraft 2 along with the new BattleNet platform.
With what we've seen so far, it's clear that this sequel to the 90s RTS hit is more than just a 3D paint job. Its impressively retooled campaign goes above and beyond the mere text box, along with an equally ambitious map maker and the official relaunch of the new Battle.net platform. We've waited more than 10 years for the follow-up to the perfect RTS. A few more months certainly can't hurt.
Number 4.
Hostiles detected.
Mass Effect 2.
BioWare set the framework for one of the most exhaustively detailed game worlds ever created in the original Mass Effect, and this work looks set to yield dividends when the sequel comes out in just a couple weeks. Mass Effect 2 picks up the story where the first left off, and it incorporates some of the key plot turns caused by your actions in the original. Expect some interesting new faces amidst the old ones that may have survived, as well as a fresh, more varied take on the game's classes. That's more than enough to take the 4th spot on our list.
Number 3. God of War 3.
Kratos may hope for nothing more than vengeance, but we're hoping that the long-awaited conclusion of the God of War trilogy can meet and exceed Olympian expectations. The spectacle and brutality of the series have quickly become legendary, and our glimpses of the game so far have revealed a massive scale and epic acts of violence that take due advantage of the power provided by the PlayStation 3. Like its hero, the series feels almost invincible, and if they simply roll out the same game with a new story and enemies, we'll be happy. But what we're really anticipating is the unknown.
Number 2. Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Super Mario Galaxy floored us in 2007 with innovative level design implementing clusters of planetoids and a variety of ways to manipulate gravity to Mario's advantage. The Mario Galaxy team began work on the sequel straight away, claiming that so many great ideas were tossed from the first that creating the sequel has been a breeze. With a drill item to burrow through planets, an army of shadowy Mario clones, and the most satisfying platforming in the universe, we can't wait to get our hands on Super Mario Galaxy 2, and the little touches of magic that the 3D Mario team has built its name on.
Number 1. Metroid Other M.
Sitting atop our list of hopes and dreams stands Team Ninja's Metroid Other M. It's not just that it's an all-new take on one of Nintendo's most cherished franchises, or that it hints at delivering a deeper, more personal look into Samus's past through gorgeous cinematics. It's that a team known for razor-sharp combat and unrelenting content has taken the helm. We've only seen glimpses of the game, but that's also what makes our anticipation boil over. It could be great, it could be awful, but there's one thing that we're certain of. There's no other game that has more mystery, or more potential to completely blow our expectations to bits.